We know that muscle burns more calories than fat. So Angela, how does this eating plan support the maintenance of lean muscle?
Well, first, we need to recognize that most weight loss diets focus on reducing carbohydrates, fats, and proteins in equal measure. This is actually counterproductive because it forces your body into a fat storing mode rather than a muscle building, fat burning state, which is where we really want to be.
Yeah, we don't want that fat storing mode.
No, we don't.
I never thought about it that way, actually. So when we diet, we just try to eat less of everything, when really we should be trying to not let that protein intake drop while cutting down on carbs and fats and other things that we don't need.
That is absolutely right. Following traditional plans, dieters end up reducing their protein intake to levels that are actually deficient. They do not even achieve enough protein to replace normal losses. Consequently, they end up depleting their lean muscle, exactly the opposite of what we want to achieve. The solution is to maintain our protein consumption while reducing our calories and carbohydrates from fats. As Joe said earlier, all weight loss is not created equal.
Okay, Angela, so what you're telling us is that protein calories are really important. But I know the majority of us probably eat the bulk of our protein at dinner. We probably skip breakfast some days, even lunch. And so can we just increase the amount of protein we eat at dinner, like tripling up?
Well, unfortunately, Elizabeth, that is not the solution. What we have learned through our TR90 research is that when you wake up in the morning, our body has depleted its energy stores overnight because we've been fasting. This means that your body is turning on all kinds of messages to conserve energy. Simply put, our bodies have gone into what we call a fat storing mode. So when you grab a donut or a bagel instead of a protein-rich food in the morning, the fat storing continues. Even worse, when you skip breakfast altogether, anything that you eat at lunch is more likely to be stored as fat. So essentially, protein is an important trigger for the body to take it out of fat storing mode and turn on fat metabolism. So by providing our bodies with the optimal amounts of protein needed to build muscle, which is a minimum amount of 30 grams of protein at each of your 3 main meals, including breakfast, you're actually forcing your body into a fat burning state.
So based on what you're saying, unfortunately, I can't eat all of my protein at one time. And I shouldn't be skipping breakfast and lunch. I need to get 30 grams of protein for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Okay, I can do that.
Simple.
So our TR90 eating plan delivers optimal amounts of protein at each meal to support weight maintenance and body shape. And as we discussed earlier, each trim shake provides 1 portion of high-quality protein. What's more, our eating plan is designed to be followed not just for the 90 days of the program, but for life. By creating the ideal dietary balance between color foods and fat-burning foods, and at the same time, minimizing fat storage foods, people will be able to reshape their bodies, live healthy, and most importantly, live young.
So you're also telling us that we can't just eat anything we want. We really do need to be conscientious about making healthy choices.
Absolutely. And the way that we've designed the plan to be based on hand sizes, which you'll find in the program guide, allows us to get calories and protein proportional to our body size.
All right, count me in.
Okay, sounds great. So this has been really informative and really helpful. So you've introduced us to the breakthrough TR90 products and provided us with great insights that will help all of us reach our transformational goals.
Okay, so we've talked science, we've shown you the TR90 supplements, and now we're going to talk a little bit about the clinical results. Are you ready to learn a little bit more about nutrition? We talked about clinical results. Now we're going to talk about nutrition. We have all this food in front of us. I'm not going to eat it in front of you.
I might eat it.
Kevin might eat it. I won't eat it. And then we'll talk a little bit about fitness and how that plays a role in the TR90 program.
I'm ready. Let's talk about food. It's one of my favorite subjects. I can't wait.
Well, Kevin, let's start by talking about good nutrition and how what we eat impacts our body composition. We need to ensure that we maintain a good level of lean protein in our diet while cutting back on fat-storing foods like excessive carbohydrates.
Okay, since we're talking a lot about protein, can we just run over a few of the options? Because I think when we say protein, people are a little overwhelmed. They just think steak.
Exactly. So here we have some examples of great protein sources. We have lean meats like steak in this example, but we also have shrimp. We also have a great variety of examples of non-meat protein sources. Hard-boiled eggs, cottage cheese, and tofu. And nuts, of course, are another great source of protein.
Okay, so we've learned that the eating plan is really... You forgot about
I forgot the most important non-meat source of protein, which is our TR90 trim shake.
So,
that's my favorite.
We need to, look, we've talked about it, so just to reiterate, so we've got to cut our carbs while keeping our protein levels high, but we also want to have lots of vegetables and variety in our diet. So help us understand how this works in real life. I mean, we're talking about people all over the world, different cultures, different food preferences, and all kinds of different situations. So how does that work for us?
Well, that's really the beauty of this nutrition plan. It's flexible and can easily be applied regardless of where you live, what your tastes are, or if you have particular dietary requirements. Let's take a look at some examples of TR90 menus that include 3 healthy meals. So we'll start here with some breakfast options. In this example, we have a TR90 trim shake, Greek yogurt, and then that gives us 2 great fat-burning foods. We need just 1 color food.
Okay, and so if I love blueberries in my yogurt.
So perfect, there we have a color food. Another option could be, again, a TR90 trim shake with a rolled egg omelet and some other vegetable sources such as edamame and cabbage.
Okay, so what about a snack? I'm always a little bit hungry before lunch.
Well, then you're in luck, Kevin, because snacks are a key component of the TR90 eating plan. And an excellent example of a great mid-morning snack would be some baby carrots.
Okay.
For lunch, you could try some stir-fried pork with broccoli and peas, complemented by a portion of noodles, and then, of course, some extra mixed vegetables for your color food.
That looks good.
It does look good.
We're all getting hungry up here. For another lunch option could be a roasted chicken breast, equivalent in size to 2 TR90 protein portions, accompanied by brown rice and mixed vegetables for your color food.
And I'm guessing this apple is here for a snack. But one thing that we're doing here is we have proteins, and we have color food, and then we have fat burning, fat storing, and then a color food.
Exactly.
How many portions is this?
We have 2 fat burning portions, so that's 2 TR90 protein servings. Then we have our fat storing food, which is our carb, and then our mixed vegetables make up our color food.
And how is this 2 portions of fat burning protein?
So this chicken breast contains approximately 45 grams of protein, and that's equivalent to about 2 TR90 protein portions, also what we call fat-burning portions.
Okay, so this is where I need your help. So I'm bigger than Elizabeth, obviously, so I'm going to need different portion sizes, right? So how do we gauge portion sizes? Because I'm guessing that's really important.
It is really important. And a larger person has higher protein requirements. And that's why the TR90 portions are based on hand sizes, as we mentioned earlier. And as described in the TR90 program guide, your portion sizes are proportional to your body size. So you get the right amount of proteins, while at the same time controlling calories.
Okay, so that's simple. I don't have to weigh anything. I just look at my hand, and the size of my hand helps me estimate the portion size, right? So I always know exactly how much I need.
Precisely.
Good.
Are you hungry? Do you want an apple?
I'm always
You're
hungry.
okay. We'll save that for later.
So far, we still have all our props. So, as we're moving on from our mid-afternoon snack, we're moving to dinner, which could be steamed fish with mixed vegetables and rice. We also have the option of trying some lean pork.
Okay, so what about grains and veggies?
Well, in this example, we have eggplant and tomatoes as our color food, and quinoa. And I'd also like to mention how important it is to stay hydrated throughout the day. So we want to try to achieve at least 6 to 8 glasses of water each day. And of course, it does not go without saying that we need to take our TRA age-locked supplements with our meals exactly as recommended.
Okay, and I also hear that included in the TR90 system is a brochure that features a variety of meal plans, some really delicious recipes, and a super easy way to track your daily progress.
Exactly.
Great. So Angela, thank you for showing us how this TR90 meal plan and eating plan works. So no matter where we live or travel, we'll know exactly what we're supposed to be doing. There really is no excuse for us anymore, is there?
That's right, Kevin. Good nutrition does not have to be difficult.
Thank you for joining us today, Angela. How about a big round of applause for Dr. Angela Mastalugas?
Okay, so now that we know how simple following the TR90 nutrition plan can be,